This is a linear battle. 44 in the US. That's over half of what Netflix has. It's barely been a year that the thing has been out. Disney's around 160 million. Netflix is at 208. That's phenomenal progress for Disney. A lot of people have confused Netflix over the years to be a platform. We've said for years, it's not a platform. There's no supply side network effect. It doesn't have the defensibility that a true platform business has, because it's very difficult to emulate a YouTube. And to compete against YouTube, you got to get millions of content creators to switch over to your platform. Netflix, it's linear in the sense that all of the inventory, all of those videos sit on their balance sheet in one way or another. Either Netflix is creating them for themselves or they're licensing them, right? So you look at YouTube, where does YouTube's video assets lie? They actually don't lie anywhere on their balance sheet. They actually don't really touch their financials. So that's a really good litmus test to see when you want to try and see, hey, is this a platform business or not? Can you see the inventory, the thing that people are consuming, right? Like, how do you quantify all the Google search results, right? Like all the stuff that Google's crawling. Do all those websites sit on Google's balance sheet? No. We've now seen, the streaming wars begin. That's this article. It's a pretty good article. Just came out in CNBC recently. And they just catalog, hey, here are all the streaming services. Here's how many subscribers they have and their average revenue per subscriber. So 208 million paying subscribers for Netflix. Only 75 million in the United States. Compare that to Disney, and Disney's giving a global number, 100 million globally. But then that doesn't include the Hulu. You got another 40 million on Hulu, another 14 million on ESPN. You actually add that up and you say, yeah, Disney's around 160 million. Netflix is at 208. I'd say that's phenomenal progress for Disney. And if you look at the average revenue numbers, they seem much lower for Disney because that 100 million is a global number. So Hotstar's in India. So anyway, that's a very scary number if I'm Netflix, right? That's a very scary number if I'm Netflix's investors, as evidenced by their basically flat stock price for the past year. Look, it goes up, it goes down. It's basically the same. We recently penned an article for Wisdom Tree called Why Netflix Isn't in Wisdom Tree's Growth Leaders Fund and Hasn't Ever Been. If you want to go read more about why Netflix is not a platform, why we've been bearish on Netflix for years over the long term, right? So if you look at this in the past couple of years, yeah, sure, Netflix did really well for you, but over the long term, does Netflix have the staying power that a dominant platform business has? No. So go check this article out. That was really well done piece. It doesn't stop there, right? You got Warner Media here with 64 million subs, 44 in the US, right? 44 in the US. That's over half of what Netflix has. They just rolled this out. It's barely been a year that the thing has been out. Amazon Prime kind of counts, doesn't really count. It's bundled into Prime. Peacock at 42 million. They don't disclose revenue. Viacom at like 36, and then 50 from Pluto. You can see it starts to taper off, but still 36 million. Netflix has 74. That's like basically half. Discovery just actually merged with Warner Media. So if you add Discovery's 15 million in to these numbers, then Warner Media is at, really at 80 million. And Apple doesn't disclose because Apple just has lackluster leadership when it comes to innovation. Like, they spend all this money, they're not even disclosing the numbers. That's not a good thing. Good job, Tim Cook. Long story short, look at Disney stock. Now, this is the 1 year, so you got to keep in mind that, it's starting from a pretty low bottom, from a valley, that's for sure, because of COVID, right? But if we go a little bit more out, right, kind of pre-COVID, they're at $1.40. Now they're at $1.77. They hit their all-time high in late March at a little under $200, or early March. I like the moves that Disney took. I like what Bob Iger started to put into place, and then pass this over to Bob number 2. This is a linear battle. not to be confused with the platform winner-take-all kind of battle. It's a very different kind of battle. Hi, I'm Alex. Thanks for watching the show. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, but even better, make sure to follow us on Odyssey, follow us on Rumble, and text us 203-646-5159. Text the word Monopoly. You'll be subscribed. You'll get updates about when we're going live, our latest videos, and we'll send you even a little goodie bag. And in the event that we all get banned from big tech, we'll still be connected.